A spicy take here from everybody's favourite former Mexican Formula One driver who could well be coming back next year, most likely with Cadillac Racing. Sergio Checo Perez has come out and said that Red Bull Racing regrets dropping him. They say they made a mistake. Now, of course, Perez's performances were rather bad in the Red Bull Racing car, or at least it seemed so at the time anyway. I'm not saying he didn't make any mistakes. He was far from perfect and his results at time were pretty poor. But were his results actually worse than the likes of Liam Lawson in his brief cameo at the start of this season and Yuki Tsunoda so far this season as well? I would say if you're being charitable, they're probably on a par really. So it makes you think, was Perez the problem? Well, undoubtedly a potential problem for Red Bull is that they had to pay Perez tens of millions of dollars to get him out of his contract early. Again, a financial penalty there, and you would say probably that things haven't really improved that much since then. But let's have a look at what Perez has had to say here, guys, on the F1Chronicle.com. Got all the news you need right here, as always. Sergio Perez has spoken candidly for the first time about his departure from Red Bull Racing, claiming that the team now regrets cutting ties with him. The Mexican veteran driver who competed in Formula One between 2011 and 2024 and spent 4 seasons with Red Bull Racing made the remarks during an interview on the Del Paddock podcast. Deep down, they are very sorry for cutting his contract, and I know this from a very good source, Perez said when asked if Red Bull owed him an apology. Red Bull had named Liam Lawson as Perez's replacement for 2025, but after just 2 races, the Kiwi was dropped. Yuki Tsunoda from the Red Bull Junior team Racing Bulls was promoted to the main seat in his place. Perez reflected on the breakdown with Red Bull, suggesting it began with the departure of key figures like legendary designer Adrian Newey and sporting director Jonathan Wheatley, who is now at Sauber. Many more problems began, then Jonathan Wheatley left, who has been a fundamental part of the team. Gradually, the team fell apart. He said the situation deteriorated due to pressure originating from inside the team. There was a lot of pressure on my side of the garage. It was putting a lot of pressure on the engineers, on everybody involved, and I think that ended up costing us a lot. While some fans may assume that Perez will feel vindicated by Red Bull's internal struggles, he dismisses that idea. People might think I'm happy about it, but no, we had a great team, and in the end it fell apart little by little. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner had previously addressed Perez's departure in December, saying, "We've tried everything with him and supporting him, and basically he has come to his own conclusion that I think it is now the right time to step away from Formula One, to take a bit of time out." Despite the split though, Perez remains intent on returning to Formula One, but only under the right circumstances. He's assembled a new management team led by longtime friend and former Lebanese driver Kali Beshir alongside Luis Aguirre and Perez himself. "Yes, I do want to return if the right project comes along that I feel is where I should be," he said. However, he made it clear that he has no interest in coming back as a reserve driver. "I want to go back because I don't want to end my career like this. I'll go back if it's worth paying the price to be in F1. He hasn't revealed which teams he's in talks with, but hinted at a long-term project. "I'm in no rush. We'll see what happens next year," he said, adding that he hopes to build something similar to his days at Force India, a team that gradually developed into a contender. "I want to be somebody. I want to be a contender." And I don't blame him at the end of the day. He was in Formula One for 14 years. He don't want to be just around at the back of the grid. He wants to be at a team that has ambitions of something much bigger. It's Cadillac. It's got to be Cadillac. If he's coming back, it's 100% Cadillac. Danny Ricciardo's not coming back. That's all the noise I'm hearing about that is he's never going to come back to F1, which is absolutely fair enough. His big competition for that seat is probably Valtteri Bottas, but I think Perez with his commercial appeal, like we've covered many times in the channel, I even did a video on who I think is going to be in the Cadillac seat. I said it's probably going to be Perez and probably Colton Herta as well, something like that for that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see him back, but like he says, I don't want to see him at the back. I don't want to see him going back to his old team Sauber or something like that. He'll, of course, become Audi next year and probably doing him a disservice. I think they'll do all right next year, to be fair, but this year they're not doing particularly well. Although they're doing better than Alpine, who are literally bottom of the constructors. Lol. I'm going to say that for as long as I can. I don't expect it to last, but yeah. Perez back in F1. Where do you want to see him? Do you want to see him back? And do Red Bull regret getting rid of him? Should they regret it? Did they make a mistake? I want to hear what you want to say on this, guys. I want to hear what you have to say about this, as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe, as always, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, and we'll see you soon for much more content on the world of Formula One, just like this.